Haribo, 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 Nityago, Haribo, Tyago, Haribo, 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 Nityago, Haribo, Bahu Koti Chandra Jini, Vadana Ujjwala, Bahu Koti Mala Deshe Vanamala Kore Jalamala Mala Deshe Vanamala Kore Jalamala Shiva Sukha Narada Preme Gada Gada Shiva Shiva Sukha Vakati Vinoda Dekhe Gaurara Sampada Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Shila Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Come, जो भी है सवाल, come.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladadayine. भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
So we'll all pay obeisances now. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramans Pravijikacharya Stot Shri Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramans Pravijikacharya Stot Shri Shrimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada ki Anand Koti Vaishya Vrind ki Namacharya Shri Hardas Thakur ki प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन धाम की, मायापुर धाम की, नदी मायापुर धाम की, मथुरा धाम की, द्वारका धाम की, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गौ माता की, गंगा माई की, यमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय हो। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale. Shrimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve. Gauravani Pracharine Nirvshesha Shunyavadi Paschate Deshitarine. Hare Krishna.
You can give it to I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Iskcon Burlington's weekly Saturday program. So we can all take our seats. So my name is Jagna Mishra Das. I don't see any new faces here, so we hope we get some new people coming as well today. So today's program will continue with, next we'll have the class from now until about 6:15, and the children will go downstairs for their class. So just a few announcements of what's coming up for this week. So as we said, the program will continue from now until 6:15, and then 6:15 we'll have Kirtan, and Samir Prabhu will be doing the Kirtan, and then we'll do Prashadam at 7 o'clock. I was at 6:30, sorry. So there will be an announcement about Prashadam at the end of the class. So as we have more people, there's a specific announcement of Prashadam we shared in our group. So I'll ask people to come forward. There's lots of seats available, so please come forward. You can also come forward. Thank you. So you can also come forward on the Mataji side. Please come forward. Thank you. Okay, so some important announcements. Tomorrow, does anyone look at the calendar? What's happening tomorrow on the Vaishnava calendar? Yes. So a couple of devotees. So tomorrow is the appearance day of Advaitacharya. So Advaitacharya, as we know, is the one that brought Lord Chaitanya. Because of him, Lord Chaitanya came, and his appearance day will be happening early in March. So because Advaitacharya, tomorrow we have to observe his appearance day. What we do tomorrow is we fast till noon. So please observe fasting till noon. And it's easy because it's snowing tomorrow, so you can stay inside, watch the snow, and fast till noon, and then read about Advaitacharya all day, and then honor Prasadam at 12 o'clock. Haribo. And then this week is a week of fasting. So if you didn't get enough fasting, then on Thursday you can also fast again. It's a half-day fast because that is the appearance day of Lord Rahadev. So Lord Rahadev's appearance day happens before Lord Nityananda's appearance day. So his appearance day coincides with the Ekadashi. So that day you all not only fast for half a day on Thursday, but also follow Ekadashi. So a little tapasya. And then you fast again on Friday. Okay, so you fast tomorrow till noon, Thursday till noon, and then Friday till noon, if you want to get the full mercy of their lordships. Okay, so you fast Friday because that's the appearance day of Lord Nityananda, but we'll be celebrating on Saturday like that, and you can feast on Saturday. So we'll be having a special program that day. They'll be starting at the regular time at 5 p.m. All right, so we have the Bhagavad Gita going around. You can go to verse in chapter 3, verse 39 to 41. So we'll be covering 3 verses today, 39, 40, and 41. Today's class will be given by His Grace Advaitanath Prabhu. Advaitanath Prabhu, I'm sure all of you know, he serves on the Temple Council, many other sevas, and today he'll be giving class. So please give him your full attention, mute your cell phones, and then we can go with the class. Any questions? Yes. Yes. So you can break the fast by taking a little grain. Yeah, that's the little grain. Then continue with the fast. Yeah. Yeah. So don't take a full fast, but just break the grain. Yeah. Because in Toronto, we're the TT is like that, eh? Otherwise, another center is it's on Wednesday's the Ekadashi, but somehow we have to do it that way. So take a little grain and then break the fast. Jai. Okay, so with that, we'll start with the class. Thank you so much. Please give your full attention and please mute your cell phones. Haribo. Josh, why don't you come to the front? Come. Haribo.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. हाँ, सही है. सही है. I have Prabhu. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining us today in our weekly Iskcon Burlington program. Today was a tough weather, but you all are here. It shows all of your sincere attempt to progress in your spiritual life. So congratulations, everyone. So we'll do Jai Radha Madhav. You can sing after me. Jai Radha Madhav Kunja Bihari Gopi Janvallabha Girivardhari Jayo Radha Madhav Kunja Bihari Gopi Janvallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janvallabha Girivardhari Jayo Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janvallabha Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Banachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you everyone. So we'll do pranam mantras now. You can sing with me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvetam Savadutam Parijana Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vitamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Deve Pranamami Hari Priye Vanja Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patita Nam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Kindly repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami iti namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurtushe Nama Narayan Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudire Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhagavati Bhavati Nashtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Nama Govindaya Namo Nama. So a humble request to everyone, we should have copy of pranam mantras. We should try to understand what are we trying to, why we say pranam mantras, the beginning of the class, what does it means, whom blessings we are invoking, right? So it's very important we understand it so that when we at least know the meaning, we can sing it with more feelings, right? So each word of this pranam mantras, we are praying to someone, to Goswamis, to Radharanis, to Krishna, to Prabhupada, right? And then finally to Krishna, we are saying Krishna Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandachaya cha, Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, Govindaya Namo Namah. That's a verse in Bhagavatam, so which is full of Krishna's name, right? right? So that's why we are saying pranam mantras at the beginning of the class. We are seeking blessings from all these great personalities. Hare Krishna. So once again, thank you and congratulations for being here in this tough weather. Tomorrow is going to be a storm. So before that storm comes, let's get ourselves ready for the storm, which is we are perpetual in that storm. So today we will talk about it a little bit more in details. So as is the format of our class, like Prabhuji said, today we are going to cover three very important verses from third chapter, 339, 40 and 41. So we'll go with Mataji's side. Somebody can read the verse and translation, and then later I will ask someone to read a part of purport. So anyone who wants to go first, 339, can read that verse and translation. Anyone? Mataji, you go, yes. Tam Jnanam Nana Nino Verina Annacha. Hare Krishna. Now read the translation.
Thus the wise living entity's pure consciousness becomes covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and which burns like fire.
Thank you. Thank you. I will tell you, Mataji, to read word. Whoever is not carrying a Bhagavad Gita, behind we have copies. Somebody can give it to Mataji's. Yeah, we have many copies of Bhagavad Gita. Everybody should have one copy of Bhagavad Gita. You good, Mataji? That's Mataji side. Everybody have Bhagavad Gita? Okay. Prabhuji side? Give it to Prabhuji. One copy is there on the back side. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we'll do 340 from Prabhuji side. Whoever is new, relatively new. Prabhuji, you go. 340. Yes, go. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So 341. Vimla Mataji, you want to read? Yes, Mataji, go ahead. 341. Thank you, Mataji. So before we go deep into these verses, how many of you know that Iskcon Burlington has its own YouTube channel now? Don't know, sorry. You don't, everybody knows, right? So all glories to Samir Prabhu. Because of whom we have our own, and we are live streaming all our program on YouTube. So Facebook, have a limitation that after 30 days they would delete, but YouTube it is going to be ever. And by any chance you miss any class, you can always go and listen on Bhagavad Gita what was covered last week, so that you are up to date for current class. Not that we want you to miss, but just in case. Okay, so what we have covered, so let's keep it little interactive. Because this journey of Bhagavad Gita, we are embarking, and then we are almost at the end of chapter 3. So 16.66% we will be completing, right? Out of 18 chapter, 3 chapters are over, so 16.66, which is quite a journey. So let's see. So by this point, in chapter 3, Krishna has explained Karma Yoga to Arjuna, right? And then he emphasized working without attachment. And he warned Arjuna on the dangers of sense gratification. But then, on 336, Arjuna is asking a very pertinent question on behalf of all of us, which I am sure all of us have thought about it sometime or other. Anybody knows what was the question? You have your Bhagavad Gita also. You can go back and quickly read it. Mataji side, anybody wants to say what was the Arjuna's question? 336. 336. Yes. So very pertinent, right? We sometimes think we don't want to do something, but something is forcing us against our will, and still we are doing that, right? So that's the question which Arjuna is asking Krishna. Krishna, you have told me so many things, but hold on here, right? Sometime he's asking, atha kena prayakto yam papam charati purusha. So why do people sin even unwillingly? Right? We don't want to sin, but we still sin. So he's asking, what is that force in 336 which is making us do sinful activities? And Krishna is in 337 identifying that thing. That thing is called lust. Krishna is saying it's a lust. So Krishna is saying kama esha krodesha rajoguna samubhuva. So it is lust, born of passion, which is transforming into anger later. Right? It's kama issue. So that is 337. And then it is giving how lust, what are the various forms of lust, right? So it is like he gave various examples, like smoke is covering the fire, like dust is covering the mirror, like that a womb is covering the embryo, like that the lust is covering the soul, like he's giving in 338. Now we are in 339. Krishna is going to elaborate further on lust. He's going to tell what is the nature of the lust, what are the power of the lust, and what are the danger of the lust. So all three things he's going to tell in 339, which we are going to cover today. And in 40 and 41, he will tell more things about lust. So here it says, avartam. The first word is avartam, covered. Jnanam, pure consciousness. Etena, jnanina, of the knower. Right? So Prabhupada in his, first we'll cover a little bit about the purport. Prabhupada is saying, in the material world, the center of all activity is sex, and thus this material world is called Maithuna Agra, or the shackles of sex life. Therefore, this lust is symbol of ignorance by which the living entity is kept within material world. While one enjoys sense gratification, it may be that there is some feeling of happiness. But actually, that so-called feeling of happiness is the ultimate enemy of the sense enjoyer. Right? So Prabhupada is mentioning very strong words in his purport, how strong is lust. So before we go further, let's first demystify this word lust, right? So not always the lust is used for a physical lust, right? So lust can be shown or can take form, various form it can take, right? It can manifest into different forms like anger, like greed, like power. So there are different forms of lust, or you can say desires, right? So this is, we will be interchangeably taking this word lust or desire. So but basically it's not always physical lust, it is different desires, unwanted desires which we have. Now here Krishna is telling about various characteristics of lust. So first it is saying Jnanino nitya vairina. Nitya means anybody? Eternal. Nitya means eternal. So it is saying it is nitya vairina. Vairina means enemy. So it is your eternal enemy, right? It's not your just like we grow up and then we fall into lust. No, it is with us birth after birth after birth. And it also means lust. It is not that when we are small, lust is not there, right? And then when we big, it comes, and then when we are old, it goes away. No, it is always there. It is eternal. It's not like in this age, it comes and it goes. It not only stays in this form or in this human life, next life, always it will be there. So some people, it travels with the conditioned soul. Prabhupada is saying, it travels. So some people say, as we grow older, the lust will go away. The lust goes away, right? So it will go away automatically. So do whatever you can do right now while you can, but then when you are old, it goes away. So you should be okay. But that is not the case. Because Krishna is saying it is eternal, so it is going to be in your old age also. That's why in India, you might hear this. Abhi to sharir saath nahi de raha, nahi to main would have done, right? So many, like whether I would have eaten this whole plate of gulab jamun, sharir saath nahi de raha, or I have eaten this whole feast. So it's not, the desire is there, right? The only thing, we are limited by our now bodily capacity. So that's why we say, when it is old, the lust is not, desires are there always. We just get limited by our bodily capacity. So to keep that in mind. So now we had established it is eternal. Right? So, and one more thing, we need to be careful. If those desires, because of bodily limitation, are not fulfilled in old age, it will go to you in your next birth. Right? It's not that, okay, to this birth I have, and then next birth, no, you will have those desires. So why? When a child is there, this lust is covered, like Krishna gave in 336. It is covered like a fire is covered, but fire is already there, right? Fire is covered by smoke. But when he grows, he becomes adult, those very desires comes back, which were not fulfilled in previous life, right? So keep that in mind. So that's how dangerous it is. That is first characteristics. Then next, he is saying, Krishna, avartam jnanam etana jnanino. So jnanino means he is a knower, he is an intelligent person. So the lust covers knowledge also. It does not destroys it, but it covers it, right? Even the knowledgeable person, Prabhupada is saying needs to be very careful. Even if somebody have knowledge, it doesn't mean he doesn't have lust. Right? Though desires are not there. We'll see. So, but Krishna is also giving us some hope in this, by this, that it is only covering it, knowledge. It is not destroying the knowledge. It is only covering the knowledge. So like a fire is covered by a smoke, like a mirror is covered by a dust. So this gives us hope. It does not give us guilt. It gives us hope, right? That, okay, it is only covered. Krishna could have said, you are fallen, you are finished, you are destroyed, right? He could have used that word, but he is saying, this is, your knowledge is covered, temporarily covered by this lust. So it means we have hope. Prabhupada also in his lectures says the living entity is originally Krishna consciousness and it's pure by constitution. So our knowledge is pure, right? Now, just like a gold is covered by a mud. When we extract the gold, it's 99% is mud or dirt, right? When we extract. But that does not mean the gold has reduced its quality. No, if we refine the gold, if we purify the gold, it will again bring its quality back. The pure quality, the pure gold will shine again. Same with us. If we refine, if we purify ourselves, our knowledge, which is covered right now, will come back again. Krishna will tell how that will happen in his next verse. So next, Krishna is saying, lust is never satisfied. Right? In the third, that is the third one. Kama rupena konteya dush pure anel nacha. So dush rupena, never to be satisfied. Never to be satisfied. Dush rupena, Krishna. So how does that work? That Krishna is saying that, okay, so let's take an example of an alcoholic. He has desire to drink alcohol. And then when the urge comes, he's in a lot of, almost in a fire, right? He wants to drink, And when he drinks, he gets some satisfaction, right? He gets some temporary satisfaction it gets. But the urge to drink comes back again, very stronger. It comes stronger and more powerful. So Krishna is saying, this lust is never satisfied. So, and Prabhupada is giving an example of a fire and a ghee. How much ghee you put in a fire, fire is never satisfied. You cannot extinguish a fire by ghee. If you put ghee, it will burn more. Put ghee, burn more. But this fire is special type of fire, right? Because it's created by Krishna. This lust, this fire is special. Why? When we experience fire in a material world, it is hot. We want to move away from it, right? So that's natural. We move away from it. But this fire, ignited by desires or by lust, is we want to go and touch that fire. We want to go near the fire more and more. It's different, right? We don't want to move away. We want to go indulge in that fire. And the more we indulge in that fire, more it becomes stronger. More it becomes stronger. So we have to be, so first we have to understand our enemy. Now Krishna has identified the enemy, lust. He now telling the characteristics of the enemy. First of all, we have to know there is a war going on, right? 99% people don't know there is a war going on. If 1%, they come to know something is wrong. There is a constant struggle going on. They don't know who the enemy is, which Krishna is identifying. Maybe by some chance, people understand who the enemy is. Now the next part is, logical part is to understand how powerful this enemy is, what this enemy can do or cannot do. So now we understood the enemy and the powers of enemy. Who can tell me 3 powers of this enemy? It is eternal. It is eternal. Second, it covers the knowledge, temporary. And third, it is never satisfied. It's never satisfied. So we are halfway there. We understood there is a war. Krishna has helped us to identify the enemy, and Krishna has told us what are the powers of this enemy. One more thing, when Krishna says that even a knowledgeable person, his knowledge is covered by lust. So why he is showing that? Krishna is addressing a false assumption by many people. Because I know the philosophy, I am safe. Right? Because I have read the scriptures, I have read the Vedic mantras, I am safe. Krishna is saying, no, that is not necessary. Right? Even if you are a pandit, you are a knowledgeable person, you are not. And Prabhupada is saying in his lecture on this same verse, Prabhupada says, even a man of knowledge can fall down if he neglects devotional service. Right? So even a knowledgeable person, if he ignores devotional service, he will fall down. So Prabhupada was very realistic. He knew how we are going to be struggling against this enemy. So what he did, he knows that even if all my devotees or my disciples, they know all the Shastras, they will get defeated by this enemy, which is lust. So that's why he put up rules and regulation in our daily life. He put up daily sadhana in our life. He put up association in our life, right? So we might not even know that this philosophy, but Prabhupada has already protected us through these rules and regulation by Shastras, giving us daily Shastras, giving us deity worship, giving us association, by giving us prasad. He is protecting us from this enemy, right? So that's why Prabhupada is your ever well-wisher. We don't know about this enemy yet, but somebody is there who is protecting us from this enemy. That is Srila Prabhupada. By his having these systems in place, he is protecting all of us. So let's see now in next verse 40 what Krishna is saying. So now we know the powers of this enemy. What is the next logical thing you would like to know? Let's suppose you have an enemy outside world. You know about the enemy, you know his power. What is the next logical thing you want to know? Where is that enemy, right? Where is the location of that enemy? Where is he hiding? So Krishna is telling in this verse now. What he is saying? Indriyani mano buddhir. So three places he is staying. Indriyani. So in our senses, which is eyes, ear, tongue, nose, skin. These are gateways, are working senses to the external world. So Prabhupada is saying the senses are compared to venomous serpents. Sense gratification is the entry point of lust. Eye sees an attractive object, tongue tastes something delicious, ear hear praise or criticism. The senses themselves are neutral, but when they are uncontrolled, which they are right now, they become conduits for lust. So Krishna is identifying the first place where the lust gets into, the first point of contact is senses, right? Indriyani. Then, what Krishna is saying? Mano. Mano means mind. The next thing is mind. So mind is the center of all the activities of the senses. It's the control center, right, of all the senses. Thus, when we hear about sense object, mind will become, it will start making plans. So we saw some gulab jamun. By seeing, nothing happens. By seeing, but then mind start making plans. Oh, that must be very sweet. That must be juicy. If I have it, I will enjoy. Right? So that is not, eyes are not thinking that. Eyes just saw. That's it. But the mind is now making plans. It is making plans. So mind is dwelling on that. And then mind is also reservoir of our past impressions. Previously we have eaten gulab jamun, that's why we know it is sweet, it is juicy. So that also is coming from mind. So mind is senses and mind. So lust is now it connected with sense, and then mind is now making all the plans. Even somehow that gulab jamun is taken away, but still mind will keep making plans. So when we go home, while going home, I will stop at that Desi Mandi. I will pick a half dozen gulab jamun and eat it, right? So it is making plans. Even if that is not sense, it has gone away from the senses, mind is making plans, right? So that is mano. So next, is coming intelligence, buddhir. Krishna is identifying buddhir, right? So buddhir is what is now buddhi doing? What is intelligence doing? It is the capital of such lustful propensities. And the good or bad thing about intelligence is it is just near to the soul. It is, if the intelligence is corrupted, it will cover the soul, which is pure, eternally pure, but it will cover impurely. So let's see what intelligence does. So because of our intelligence actually is there to protect us, right? To tell us, oh, this is good, that is bad. Let's not do this, let's do something else. Like it is there to protect us, protect the soul. But because of our conditioning, the intelligence has corrupted, right? So it has gone against us. So let's suppose there is a general of a country who is supposed to protect the country, and then there is a attack from outside, and this general is corrupt. This general intelligence is corrupted. Instead of preventing us from the attack of this lust, sense and mind, this intelligence can still protect us, but because it is corrupted, it start justifying why we have to do that, right? Mind is proposal, and mind is, okay, I do this or do not do this, right? But then intelligence gives or tells us ways how to achieve that. First, it justifies. First, it justifies why we have to eat it. Oh, I have not taken gulab jamun from last 6 months. It is okay. I can take. Even if I am diabetic, it is okay. Why one gulab jamun is not going to do anything, right? Who is giving all this reasoning? Intelligence is giving. Because now mind and senses have given a proposal. Intelligence in its pure form should have defended this proposal. No, you are diabetic, you are not supposed to eat gulab jamun, but it is justifying it. It is okay. One gulab jamun is not going to do anything, because lust needs to remove, no, intelligence needs to remove the lust, but it is justifying and it is bringing it in. And instead of defending the soul, when the intelligence get contaminated, it start justifying and it start degrading the soul. That's the thing which intelligence does. Now in Krishna is saying, next, itir vimu hoti isha, lust bewilders through them. Meaning that lust does not attack directly. It uses our own faculties. So, gulab jamun does not walk away and get into our mouth directly, right? Lust cannot do it. It is using our senses, our mind, and our own intelligence to corrupt us. Lust cannot do anything on its own, but it is using our own things to attack us. It is like a Trojan horse. It looks friendly, it enters voluntary, but it destroys from within. So that's how this whole process is. Now there is one more thing. Normally, lust or our desire frustrates us. Always they frustrates us. We eat gulab jamun more, we'll get upset, stomach upset, right? Or we will have more sugar level risen up. So it is going to frustrate us 10 out of 9 times. But one time it will give us pleasure. One time. Why? Because if 10 out of 10 times it will frustrate us, we will not do it next time. But one time which that pleasure comes, it tells us, oh, there is pleasure. There is more pleasure in this. Right? There is more pleasure in it. I will attempt more next time to get pleasure out of it. Because material world does not frustrate us completely. It leaves little bit of that spike of happiness it gives time and again, right? To keep us hooked. I'll give you one small example. When we are what is called now doom scrolling, right? Scrolling. At one time, our eyes are watery, our head is spinning, our fingers are even tired, right? And we are not even liking those videos, those reels. But we are still doing. Why? After 49th, 50th is, that 50th reel, that is will give us little pleasure. And then it's okay, let's do more. Because if all 50 or 100 will give us frustration, we'll not do it next time. Simple, right? Why mind will say, why you have to get frustrated? But that one will give us little pleasure and then, okay, let's do 49 more. Otherwise, it's a frustrating process overall. But the way Krishna has designed it, it keeps us hooked. Right? So that's so Prabhupada, again, even without knowing this philosophy, Prabhupada is saving us. How? He taught us by the systems he put up in the society to engage our senses. Right? Because lust enters through the senses. Engage through deity's service, through other service. Keep us engaged. Book distribution. Keep your senses engaged. Then he fixed our mind. So next is mind. How mind he keep it? By chanting, by hearing, by singing. He keeps us mind engaged. And then the last is intelligence. So intelligence also has to be employed somewhere by reading the Shastras, by Guru, by association. He is engaging our intelligence also. Right? So all of this which Krishna is saying are touch points of desires of lust. Prabhupada, through his system, wonderful system, is making sure we are protected from lust by engaging our senses, our mind, and our intelligence into Krishna consciousness. Okay, now what is the next? Now Krishna has established everything. He told how strong lust is, what is the process, where it resides. Now it's all about the enemy. The next, now the natural thing is Krishna, that's it. Now tell us how to defeat it, right? Too much about the enemy. Now tell us what can we do. So Krishna is going to tell in 341 where to strike now, how to strike back on this lust. So 341 he is going to tell us now. So he is telling, Tasmat tvam indriyani ado. Tasmat tvam indriyani ado. So let's see. Tasmat, therefore, tasmat means therefore. Now you have understood all things about this desire, this lust. Therefore, everything I have just explained to you, lust is your enemy, where it hides, about mind, intelligence, everything. But it is not only, spiritual life is now, theory, samajh liya, abhi kya? Abhi practical, right? We have to do practical, we have to respond practically. So Krishna is saying, therefore, tvam. So therefore, tvam means, it's not saying one should or people should, right? He's not talking in general. He's taking in person, in personally, tvam. He's addressing Arjuna. He's addressing us, tvam. He's getting personal now. What? Indriyani ado. First, the senses ado, at the very beginning, right? So now he is telling how to protect ourselves. By first start with the senses. Start with our senses, not mind, not intelligence. He's not starting from, sharpen your intelligence or make your mind purified. No, he's not telling. He's saying start with the senses. Right? Because that is the easiest. That is the strategic genius of Krishna. Krishna is not saying control the mind. Right? So start where the lust enters, which is senses. So Prabhupada is saying, sense control is the beginning of spiritual life. If senses are controlled, mind calms down and intelligence regain clarity. In his lecture, Prabhupada is saying. So sense control is the beginning of spiritual life. Here Prabhupada is saying, the Lord advised Arjuna to regulate the senses from the very beginning so that he could curb the greatest sinful enemy, lust, which destroys the urge for self-realization. So even the urge for self-realization, it will destroy if we are not regulating our senses. So let's see what he goes. Then Krishna is saying, Niyama Bharata Sabha. Niyama. Niyama means regulation, regulating. So he's saying, O best of Bharata. So he's now giving some hope to Arjuna that you are a best among the Bharatas. You have to regulate. He's not telling kill your senses. He's not telling destroy your senses, right? He's saying regulate your senses. This is very crucial because regulation, discipline and engagement with rules, that is the thing which we have to do first, right? We have to regulate our senses. So Prabhupada always says, we cannot stop our senses. But what can we do? We can dovetail them. We can purify them, right? So he never says, stop seeing. How can? Stop hearing. No, we cannot. We cannot stop our senses, but we can purify our senses. So again, Prabhupada is wonderfully given us this process of regulating our tongue by chanting and by eating Krishna Prasad. By regulating our eyes by deity darshan. By regulating our ears by Hari Katha, by hearing. Regulating our hands Why? Service. So he is again, without us knowing anything, we all are doing, if we follow the process, we all are doing what Krishna is telling Arjuna. Because Prabhupada has set up the process. Okay, let's see. So Niyama, Varasa, regulation. Then, why? Next he is saying, he is using a strong. So by regulating, what will happen? Papa nam parajahi. Slay the great sin. He is not saying that a mild world, but he is saying kill, destroy, defeat this lust by regulating the senses. He is not saying manage the lust. He is not saying make peace with lust. He is not saying that. He is saying destroy the lust by regulating your senses. In chapter 2, Krishna is advising Arjuna to tolerate. Anybody remember what to tolerate? Yes, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Yes, so Krishna is saying 2.14, Matra saprasya konteya, Sita shona sukha dukkada, agma paino nitya, stam titikshva bharata. Titikshva, tolerate. Right? These dualities of life that you tolerate. He is not saying that, oh, destroy this duality. We cannot. Right? He is saying, so you this happiness and distress, you tolerate that. So that is the advice in chapter 2. But here he is not saying you tolerate this lust or you manage this lust. He is saying you destroy this lust. Very strongly he is saying. So see the contrast of advice Krishna is giving to Arjuna. So now by regulating our senses, slay this great sin. So then what is that? Jnana Vijnana Nashanam. So there are, this otherwise is the destroyer. This lust will destroy what? Both Jnana and Vijnana. What is Jnana? Knowledge. And what is Vijnana? This applied knowledge or realization. Right? So Prabhupada is saying in the purport, let's see. So anybody want to read Jnana? From Jnana there is a word in 341. We start with Prabhupada is saying Jnana and Jnana refers to knowledge. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji, read.
Jnana refers to knowledge of self as distinguished from non-self, or in other words, knowledge that the spirit soul is not the body. Vijnana refers to specific knowledge of the spirit soul's constitutional position and his relationship to the supreme soul.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, bro. So, Prabhupada is saying Jnana is the knowledge of the self, which is distinguished from the body, soul and body. That is a Jnana. And Vijnana is the specific knowledge of our constitutional position with respect to Supreme Lord, our relationship with the Supreme Lord. So Krishna is saying if we will not do that, if we will not regulate, then this lust will destroy both Jnana and Vijnana. Both it will destroy. So opposite to this, like where lust is, if not managed or if not destroyed, it's going to destroy both Jnana and Vijnana. In 1.2.19 Bhagavatam, there is a verse 1:19. Tadas rajas tamo bhava kama lobha dyaschaye cheta etar annavidyam sitham satve parisadeti. So as soon as, so I am reading the translation, as this is the reverse, right? As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effect of nature's mode of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes completely happy. So it's not like, oh, only lust is going to attack and we have to do protect. No, we can counter attack. As per Srimad Bhagavatam verse, what is the counter attack is, as soon as irrevocable loving service is established, all this ignorance, lust, everything disappear from the heart. So if we established the loving service, all these things will go away from the heart. So there is a misconception. Sometimes we also think, but mostly when kids, right? Why there are regulations, right? Someday, oh, why we have to do this? Why we have to do that? Sometimes we also think, right? In Krishna consciousness, why we have to follow so many regulations. We think that we are being bound up. We are being limited. But here, if we read this, understand this, these regulations are there to protect us. It is not there to bind us. It is there to protect us. Why? Because through this regulating our senses, we are stopping the entrance of desires, the entrance of lust into our senses, into our mind, and then to our intelligence. Right? Why to manage it when it has gone inside? Why not stop it at the first place itself? So, Prabhupada used to say, do not trust uncontrolled senses, engage them in Krishna's service. So Prabhupada used to say. So in early days, Prabhupada's early disciple, they came one time to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, we are doing a lot of book distribution. The book distribution has gone up. So Prabhupada said, what have you done? So they say, we are going to the nightclubs in the night time. We stand outside the nightclub, and when people come, we distribute, and they are so happy, they take so many books that time. So Prabhupada said, stop them. Stop. So Prabhupada said, why to stop, right? We are doing such a good distribution. Prabhupada says that your senses, you won't know from when you are from outside when you will go inside. Then you will also come like them. Right? That's how when it is not regulated, our senses are so strong. Right? So Prabhupada can do it because he is a self-realized person. He is a Param Bhagavata. He can sit in center of hundreds of hippie in Tompkins Square and chant there alone and make hundreds of them as devotees. That is he can do it, but not us. We cannot say, oh, let me go to a party, a bar, and then I will I will use my intelligence there and not do anything. Why to take that risk? Right? Why to take that risk where your senses will be engaging in so many activities? So that's what Krishna is saying, regulate your senses. So just to end this on a happy note, on a hope-giving note, Prabhupada is saying in this verse, nonetheless, Krishna consciousness is so powerful at the end that even a late beginner can become a lover of the God by following the regulative principles of devotional service. So from any stage of life or from the time of understanding its urgency, one can begin regulating the senses in Krishna consciousness, devotional service of the Lord, and turn the lust into love of God, the highest perfectional stage of life. So such a hope-giving sentence by Prabhupada. First he says, it has to be controlled from the beginning. But somebody says, oh, I am now 50 years old, 60-year-old, like mine. My case is done. Right? I am gone case. File closed. Nothing can be done. But Prabhupada is saying, from any stage of life or from the time of understanding its urgency, the day we understand the urgency of the Krishna consciousness, from there we can start and we can turn this lust into the love of Godhead. That's how this hope giving this verse is. Thank you. I will stop here. Thank you being a wonderful audience. Anybody have any questions, corrections, or comments? Please feel free to share. Okay. If not, thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
You're better. Hare Krishna. So we'll stand up for the kirtan, but just a few announcements as we have more people. So next week we have a special program. Please come. We'll start at 5 o'clock. It's the appearance of Lord Nityananda. So Nityananda, Hare Krishna, if you can just have everyone's attention, please. So Nityananda is also called Shankarshan. Okay, so if you just take one message for next week, he's the one that his main function out of many functions is that he brings you to Krishna. That's why he comes. So his name is Sankarshan. So if you want to come to Krishna, then come for next Saturday's program and he'll bring you to Krishna. You'll find out how. So with that, we'll all rise. But just an important thing is that for people that take prasadam, we humbly ask that people that are taking prasadam before everyone else is, we will only give you prasadam after everyone else has taken prasadam. If you need to leave early, then we'll give you a temple container to take prasadam. After everyone's taking prasadam, then you can take it, but you cannot self-serve. According to public health, we cannot self-serve. You can be served by someone who's serving you. So you're welcome to take prasadam, but please do not self-serve. Our humble request for that, okay? Thank you. So Yogesh Prabhu has some important announcement about Prabhupada. Just one more thing.
Hare Krishna. Can we stop the cheers for the time being? Hare Krishna. Can we just stop the moment for a minute? Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So you heard the nice class from Advaitanath Prabhu, who was talking about how the devotees, they were selling these books. In fact, not selling, but sharing the books. Sorry, Prabhu, can you stop, please? Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can you stop, Prabhu, for a minute? So this is the set about Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada, I don't know how many of you have this set, but these books, they talk about the trouble, the struggle that Srila Prabhupada has gone through. This particular book talks about his struggle in India, what he faced. He tried to start in India, but he was not successful. He came into North America, and he, as Prabhu was mentioning about sitting among the hippies, hundreds of hippies, right? Tompkins Square. It was not an easy task, but he was empowered. But when we read these books, we get to know better about Srila Prabhupada. This book further talks about what he did when he tried to establish the temples. It was not an easy task. Now the problem is, we try to understand Bhagavad Gita. How many of you understand Bhagavad Gita from just the translation or from the shloka? Raise your hands. How many of you understand Bhagavad Gita just reading the translation of the shloka? Okay, Gupta ji, one hand. Josh Prabhu, two hand. How many of you understand, seriously, just two people? What does that mean? The purport that Srila Prabhupada has written, it makes our understanding even more clear. So the point is, if that makes more clear, once you read these books, it gives you immense mercy beyond your understanding. And the set is only $99, but it's a pity that nobody has come up yet. And every year we celebrate this, the first month of the year, as Srila Prabhupada month. And we are giving this set just for $99. There are 7 books, and they are so deep, how much trouble he has gone through. So my request, humble request to all of you, please come ahead, have this set in your place. And there is a class every Tuesday that we read from 8 to 8:30 about the Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. It's okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नमो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे
नमो आने वैष्णवे सापपुण्यवतं राजं
स्वल्प पुण्यवतं राजन्
विश्वासनवे जायते
विश्वास नैवे जायते
शरीरार्पित्य च
शरीरारभिद्या
जो विन्देताय का
जो वेन्द्रियेताये का
चिले फे विश्व सागरे
जीवे फले विशेषागरे
तारामते जीवाते
तारामध्ये जीवाति
लोगो माया सुधर्मते
लोभो मोया सुदुर्मति
ताके चेता के संसारे
ताके जीता कठिन संसारे
कृष्णा बरदयामय
कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय
करी बर जीवा जोय
करी वारे जीवा जाय
सहा प्रसादम वेलो बाय
सो प्रसादन विलोभाय
सेनामृत पाव
श्री अन्नामृत पाओ
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गण गाओ
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गुणगाओ
प्रेम दाखो श्री चैतन्य दत्ताय
प्रेमीणा को श्री चैतन्य निताय
जय नीमाय जय नीताय
जय नीमाय जय नीताय
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम माँ प्रसादम की जय।